I just have a question for you. Are you celebrating something?
Yes.
What are you celebrating this cruise?
I am in remission from leukemia.
This is my first cruise ever.
Our lives were turned upside down.
After 3 years of battling cancer, this felt like the right way to start traveling again.
And what better place for that first cruise than Alaska? This is her first cruise ever, from Cancer to Alaska with Princess. We are heading back to Alaska. This time we have Mommy with us. Are you excited?
Yep. And welcome to my first cruise ever.
Your very first cruise.
I know.
I have found it impossible to talk Michelle into going on a cruise for our entire marriage.
Yeah, I know he's tried. He's tried many times. And actually, he's gone cruises with our son as well, and I have not gone.
You skipped it.
So I have just been very paranoid and scared about motion sickness. Let's just go to all-inclusive resorts, and that's it.
And
because
we did, right?
I like to just go, relax, just be somewhere where I know, everything's close by.
We got married at an all-inclusive resort.
We got married at an all-inclusive resort. It was great. It was a great resort, too. In March of 2023, I was diagnosed with leukemia.
And I woke up like 2 days later in terrible pain, and we just said, go. It's time to go to the ER, and that's how I got here. And that was like immediate. The ER doctor was like, I see your blood work, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be straight up. I think it means you have some kind of leukemia, And then the worst thing he said was, I'm sorry. He said, I'm so sorry. And that's a hard thing to come from a stranger that you don't know. That's a really like an expertise kind of doctor. So he was like, you can't stay here because we don't have a specialist for you. And that kind of sucked too, because it's like, that's the hospital is close to my house. That's the house is close to my son.
It left me in the hospital for 2023 for over
200 days.
Over 200 days, like over 250 days of that year. Jason,
It was a very rough year for you.
Yeah, but he was with me every single day.
Day -1, which means tomorrow
It's transplant day.
is transplant. I can't say the word. Transplant day.
Transplant day.
Transplant day.
Don't put some trash here and there.
I mean, sadly, there are times where we didn't know where we were heading, and not knowing where we're heading really makes you take time to reflect on what you've done and what you might be doing in the future.
Or what you might not be able to ever do again. I remember laying in the hospital bed thinking, there are more places I want to go, and there are more places I want to see, and there are more days I want to spend with my family. I actually envisioned us all going on a cruise, and I thought, I have to do that. I have to make that happen.
You just never know how much time you have to be faced with your mortality.
Yeah.
And to really consider what's important and what's valuable.
You can do it. Ring this bell 3 times well. It's told to clearly say my treatment's done, this course is run, and I am on my way.
So we're here today to really
celebrate
and to enjoy this with you, and to enjoy this together, and just have the memories of these trips. And
I'm still alive. Like, I beat it. I'm in remission.
looking at places for us to travel, because this is going to be our very first big vacation after 3 years of a cancer battle.
Right.
We were like, we got to go someplace where it's going to be cooler, temperate, not going to be warm and hot, so you can really enjoy it. So we were looking at Canada.
We were.
And we really thought that maybe that might be the place to go.
I said, honey, I've never really dreamed about going up to Canada and Boston before because I'm from upstate New York originally. I've been to Canada, I've lived in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, all those places. And so I'm like, that's not quite my dream. My dream is to go to Alaska. And so he's like,
Say no more.
all about it.
Say no more. We were going to fly to Anchorage and do the southbound cruise. So that's
Yeah.
taking it and going all the way up to the top there in Anchorage. Well, I wouldn't say to the top, but the uppermost part of the southern part of the state, and then travel all the way down to Vancouver. And I thought that this might be a really unique way to do it because you pretty much kick your entire cruise off in Alaska. With a southbound cruise, when you start in Anchorage, like you get a chance to start right away. And
It's really the full Alaska
it's a full
experience.
Alaska experience. But there's a
it was.
catch.
What's your catch?
The catch is, it's a flight.
Oh my goodness. Well, for us, I mean, I suppose if you're like in California or something, it's not that bad.
If you're in California, I'll concede that. But if you're on the East Coast or if you're in Florida, yeah, it's a flight. Man, landing in Anchorage.
Oh my goodness. He spoils me. I always get the window seat because really that's the only one I'm comfortable with. But I started like peeking out a little bit about maybe an hour and a half out from landing or so. And I could start seeing like, wait a second, there's these things down there. Is that what I think they are? And they were. There's snow-capped mountains and I was so excited. I love
So beautiful to land in Alaska, to prepare for your Alaskan cruise and to see those mountains immediately as you walk out of the plane and just look up at the big glass windows in the airport is just beautiful. What do you think?
This is magical.
And then you're walking everywhere and everything just looks like you're in Alaska. I mean, you see the moose.
the bear. Yeah, everything. It was so stereotypical of what you think Alaska is. And so we got our pictures with all these things.
It was perfect. Then we got our luggage, and this was our first sort of hiccup of our trip when I got the luggage. Both handles on both of our big suitcases had just completely broken free. So, like, this was really
It was new luggage.
It was new luggage too. So I have no idea what happened. First things first, we got to the hotel and we collapsed because we were totally exhausted. So the next morning, I had plans, but then I had to go get new luggage.
Right.
So I grabbed an Uber. I found a close by Walmart. It was not my ideal place to buy luggage, but
You do what you gotta do.
I brought the luggage back. I got into the room and I heard a call from the bathroom and she's like, I've got a little problem.
I'm missing my mascara. Oh my gosh. I can't not have mascara on. I had cancer. My eyelashes are not the same as they used to be. My eyebrows are not the same. This is all makeup. And so I was like, honey, could you give me mascara? So
the only option that I had, because everything else was closed, was to go back to Walmart.
What?
And I'm like, I'm not paying for another Uber to go to Walmart. So I
Bless
just
your heart.
put my shoes on
Good
and
man.
walked myself back to Walmart and bought some mascara
Yep, and just the right kind. So
and then made my way back to the room so that you could do your mascara.
A plus. It's time to get dinner.
So we decided, we're not going to do any sightseeing in Anchorage, which is totally fine. Like we talked about this in our last video, you just got to learn to roll with the punches sometimes in Alaska because the weather doesn't cooperate. Sometimes you forget your mascara. You've got a lot of things that might happen. We found this really cool little pizza place called Moose's Tooth Pizza.
Yeah, you walk in, it's so kitschy and awesome.
It was just like, it was a perfect sort of Alaskan experience.
It really was. And you think like maybe pizza, like you can probably get pizza everywhere. Like why?
Not this kind of pizza.
No, it was great.
Are you excited? We are trying Moose's Tooth Pizza. It's like, it is the place to go in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yep.
So they have the craziest pizzas on the menu. Cannot wait to try this.
I'm getting my own pizza.
Are you?
Yep.
So we ended up starting with like this pitcher of cream soda.
Yeah, they had draft cream soda.
Thank you.
There we go.
Ladies first.
There you go.
Thank you.
One for you, and
Ooh,
one for you.
it's the creamiest.
You have the creamiest. You have all the possible.
Here we go. All right, we need a cheers. Cheers! Happy Alaska!
Let's go.
It's like root beer and cream soda.
That's really good.
Oh my goodness.
It's dangerous.
That is delicious. It's so good. It was so good. It was like buttery or
So
I don't know. It was really, really good.
Looking for something a little different. People really like to do amazing apricot and garlic lovers. All the pizzas are half and half. Like I said, you can take anything, add anything, whatever you want to do. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, just let me know.
I'm really interested. What else do you have that has reindeer sausage? That sounds really interesting.
So the reindeer sausage, we have Santa's Little Helper. That one's probably our most popular pizza.
I got focused or fixated on one thing. I realized that they have reindeer sausage that they put on pizza, and I was like, I don't even care what pizza I get. I just want a pizza that has reindeer sausage.
Voila.
All right, what did you get?
I got a white pizza with sun-dried tomatoes, with artichoke hearts, with mushrooms, with mozzarella and cheese, I believe, and some garlic oil. So, sounds lovely.
What did you get?
I got there is mozzarella, pepperoni. Yeah.
You gonna read it?
Pepperoni, Italian sausage, no mushrooms, mozzarella, provolone, marinara.
All right, and you dropped the mushrooms in.
Yeah.
And I got the call of the wild. And actually, I don't even remember what's on there. I just know that I got reindeer sausage. Got
You
mushrooms.
only
And
wanted reindeer sausage.
I did. That's all I wanted. Reindeer sausage.
And have it.
I'm in Alaska. You got to have reindeer sausage.
Yeah,
Gotta do
I
something.
don't have to have reindeer sausage, but it's fine. It's good. It's okay. Indulge.
Reindeer sausage. It is really good.
Does it jingle your bells?
My bells have been jingled. So if you find yourself in Anchorage, Alaska, we can wholeheartedly recommend Moose's Tooth Pizza. It was such a charming little place. The pizza is fantastic. The atmosphere is wonderful. It really put us in the Alaskan mood. We decided we were going to walk back to our hotel from Moose's Tooth because we were that close. And as we were walking back, it started to rain and it was super cold.
Thank you for showing up early for Newbie.
Well, it was cold and rainy and windy outside. So after dinner, we decided to
Exclusive pop culture content.
go to a movie.
So sit back, relax.
So we got a movie theater right around the corner from our hotel. So we're like, done. So the movie ended. It was like 9 o'clock at night. We walked outside and it still looked like it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like so disorienting. But the rain was gone and it turned out to be a really nice evening. So we decided to stroll back to the hotel, which was a really nice walk after our pizza and movie adventure.
Air was brisk and just perfect when you think about going to Alaska when you live in Florida. It was just like to die for. But I'm really curious, when you take a trip, do you like to power through or do you like to take some rest and then be ready for the next day? Just curious. I'm interested in what the answers that we get.
The next morning, our real adventure began on the Alaska Railroad. So one of the reasons why I picked the hotel that we stayed at was they had airport transfers, but they also had a transfer out to the train depot. And
The real reason is because I had breakfast. What? Huh?
So when I was looking at options to get out to the cruise port, I didn't initially realize that we had to go all the way out to Whittier, which is about an hour.
It's a trek.
It's about an hour or so away from Anchorage. And so we looked at transfers, taking a bus transfer, or I found this option of going on the train. And I thought, you know, how fun would that be to take this Alaskan railroad out to the cruise port and enjoy a train ride on the way out. So it was sort of like an excursion before the cruise even started. And so we booked the...
and I was like, a train? More motion sickness. Like, why would you do this to me? Why are we doing this? But
and I was like, it's going to be beautiful. And I showed her some videos and she was like, it is really beautiful. I think we should definitely do this.
Yeah.
So we got ready, we got packed, we went down and we had breakfast. We weren't rushing because we thought we had time.
Right.
But
I believe it said like the train was taking off at a certain time. I'm not sure if it said it was boarding at a certain time, but we knew when it was supposed to take off and we thought we were giving ourselves at least 15 minutes of time, right?
yeah, which is probably a little too close for comfort.
Yeah.
But
it ended up being really too close for comfort.
We kept waiting for the transfer to show up and it just was not coming. And so I finally am like, I think we need to call an Uber. So we got an Uber.
Yep.
We rushed over to the train depot and we had like 5 minutes to spare. They
were like yelling at us. I am not kidding.
I'm not sure they were yelling.
Okay. Maybe the voices weren't projecting, but they were very stern. They're like, you have to get on the train now. They were really like pushing us through. I'm like, dude, I cannot run. This is not how I'm made. So I'm like doing my slow walk up in there and getting dirty looks. And Jason stayed back shooting on the camera. They're not thrilled.
But we got on the train.
We did.
We ended up sitting there for another 5-10 minutes. So it
wasn't moving or anything. Like
so it wasn't. We weren't that close to leaving. Isn't that your first train ride, or is it your first like real train ride?
No.
I had to be basically a cocktail server on a train going from San Diego to Los Angeles for someone's birthday who was rich. And yes, and so I had to it was wild. And that was a real train experience.
Word of advice. If you are in Anchorage and you're taking the train out to the cruise port, don't give yourself 15 or 20 minutes of buffer. Give yourself a good hour. Like, I know better, and yet I still just pushed it to the very end. And so it's...
I tend to do that in general, so stay updated with us.
We sat down, the train took off.
You do get specific seats to sit in that they assign to you, and it's almost random where they pick you, to sit.
I have no idea what sort of thinking goes into
we requested to get sat up in the top car with the glass, where they have this like really beautiful viewing deck that I didn't get to see because the motion was a little too much for me. I stayed nicely in my seat. But you guys ended up going to see it.
We did. This is a really great experience. They have a conductor on the train who takes the time to sort of narrate as you're going through the different areas of Anchorage.
Wildlife calls on today's trip are coming from our engineers. Now, sometimes we may not catch them. I catch this one. I was just calling this one out, but it is pretty cool. We have one coming right out of Anchorage.
As you go further out, like as we go past scenic areas.
Now off on the left-hand side, we're getting a good view of the Potter Marsh, which is a bird preserve or an Anchorage coastal wildlife refuge.
It's like they're stopping and letting you take a look.
Yes, and giving us descriptions. Yeah, they're slowing the train down for things. And if there was any wildlife, they would stop the train so we can see the wildlife and take pictures. And we did see some wildlife.
There's another one.
Looks like it's a mom and a baby as well.
Where?
Mama and a baby. We had the babies right
Oh
next.
my gosh.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
There, people just posing for us.
Oh my goodness. They're like these mountain sheep,
type of sheep
and
they were.
it was a mother and a little baby. It was so cute, and they were so high up, and you think like, how did? But they like described it on the train. They have these really long like nails that just kind of grasp around the mountain, so in the cliffs. So that was super cool.
With every mile that we went, it just got more and more beautiful.
Yeah.
At one point, Davis and I got up, and they have a great little snack car, and we got some snacks for everybody to enjoy on the train. We went up to the observation deck, and Davis got a chance to look out and see just the bigger view in the sky deck, which was really cool. But we just really like. When you're in a place like Alaska and you're starting a cruise, like I cannot imagine a better way of like traveling to your cruise ship.
Yeah.
I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road. But even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone. I'm alone. I'm alone.
It is an absolute gorgeous trip.
Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, it jingles 5 out of 5 of my bells.
It's a rainy day. It's gloomy, and you know, if you're at home, this is the kind of day you just want to stay in bed all day, not do anything. But like, this is still one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. So
It's been breathtaking.
yeah,
It's amazing.
just more than amazing. It's kind of indescribable how gorgeous it is. Pictures and videos don't do any kind of justice
Pictures and
to
videos just cannot do justice.
how
for-
grandiose
yeah.
and majestic this all truly is.
Well said.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. It was perfect. It was beautiful. It was awe-inspiring. Just to see the great vastness of this land was awesome. And it's exactly why we decided to take this trip in the first place. So it was just kind of, I'm getting goosebumps right now. It was kind of a little, just bit of magic.
All right, so we're stopped here right now in front of the tunnel going over to Whittier. It goes one direction every half hour, and then it goes the other direction
Changes.
the next half hour. And so you have to wait on the train or in a car in line until you can go into the tunnel.
We said trains at first priority, though, but I don't feel like that because it's been like 15 minutes.
So trains and cars use the same space as they're going through the tunnel. So yeah, the train goes in first and then all the cars follow. So what an interesting place to experience a tunnel like this.
Very interesting.
The train went first, and then all the cars that were sort of lined up behind us got a chance to go. And then it was like, I feel like it's the best sort of reveal, because as you go through the tunnel and you come out on the other side, you come out into Whittier, which basically Whittier is a town of one building. Like everybody in the town lives in one building, like the city hall, the police department, all the people.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
They all live in one building. And the train, as it comes out of the tunnel, like you can see the little town, but you can also see where the ships are at. And so we saw our ship in the distance, in beautiful mountains surrounding this little like little fjord that the cruise ships are in. And what just like an awe-inspiring moment of just seeing your ship and going, we've arrived.
Yeah.
We're ready for an Alaskan cruise.
We were, and the ship, as my first time, I've seen ships before, of course, but just knowing that this ship is one I'm getting on, it was just really special. That I thought would never have this kind of experience in my whole life, and in here, all this was in front of me. It was really just amazing.
It was a moment. So this particular train trip cost us $278 for the three of us.
That's not so bad.
No, it was pretty good.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I could not imagine doing it a different way. In fact, I'd be interested in what you have to say about this. Would you prefer to do the train, or do you think that you would rather just still stick with the transfers, the buses? They're a little less expensive.
And it probably would take a shorter amount of time to get to Whittier than the train. Because I think with the train stops and then the tunnel, well, they would have a tunnel too. But I do think that was a thing.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments. Train or shuttle? For me, it's the train. Our journey to the ship was filled with emotion. From the road back after cancer to laughter in Anchorage and the awe of that train ride through Alaska's mountains. And as we came out of the tunnel into Whittier, there it was, our ship, waiting to begin this adventure.
For me, this being my very first cruise, it already feels unforgettable.
In our next episode, we'll see the Coral Princess for the very first time and sail to one of Alaska's greatest wonders, Hubbard Glacier.
Be sure to subscribe and follow along so you don't miss the rest of our Alaska adventure.